Okay, let's have a go at finishing this mystery Izzy doll. So I've got my green yarn and I'm going to make something, but I only know how to make it with a hook, crochet hook. So I've got my 4.5, or you can use a 4, but this yarn is quite thick. So I go around my finger twice. I just hold it down like that. I pick up the back loop and I bring it forwards a little bit. I put my thumb on to hold it. I pick up the new back loop and I bring it forwards and right over my finger. Whoops, catch that little bit so it doesn't disappear. And there's my slip knot. I'll show you again. It was a bit short. I'll show you again what it looks like, a bit longer. Round my finger twice and I hold it down. Pick up the back loop, bring it forward. Put my thumb down, pick up the new back loop, bring it forwards and right over, and then just lift my finger so it tightens. And there's your slip knot. So I'm going to have a go at making some ears a bit like this, and hopefully I don't put them on crooked this time. Ears or something else. We'll see what they come out like. And I think I've forgotten what I did. So I'm going to chain 4. And I'm going to yarn over and go back into that first stitch there, and I'm going to grab the yarn and bring it back through. Oh, Holly, what's the matter? Oh, she's whimpering. She sort of enjoyed going out earlier, but not really. Then I grab the yarn again and I'm bringing it back through 2 loops. Grab the yarn again and bring it back through the last 2. That's called a UK treble or a US double. So I'm going to do some more of those. So the chain there at the beginning has made 2. So I'm just going to make some more of those. Just to make a little bit bigger ear piece. So I've had a few comments on my videos. It says I talk too much. And the first one upset me because I thought, why would you want to say something mean to somebody? Just having fun with a channel. I'm doing no harm. If you don't like it, mute me or don't listen. I'm just trying to help people make some Izzy dolls and some other crochet things. And but this time it hasn't upset me. I just sort of think, it's just weird. Just weird to take your time out of your day just to say something nasty on somebody's video. But that's just how some people are, isn't it? These days they can't move along. They just have to try and be mean and upset people. I think that might do. So how many did I do? 4 of those. So I'm going to cut a piece here. And I'm just going to take it right through. Now I suppose you'd have to know a little bit about crochet to actually know what I'm doing. So that's where I'm going to place it up there. So I'm going to show you how to make the next one a little bit slower now that was my practice one. So that was my practice one because I didn't really know what I was doing. I couldn't remember what I did on Pooh Bear. So once again, we're going to go around a finger twice, and I'll go a bit slower this time. Hold it down, pick up the back one and bring it forwards. Put your thumb down just to hold it. Pick up the new back one and go right over your finger, and then just lift your finger to tighten the knot. And that's your slip knot. And I do that with knitting and crochet. So I do have some tutorials from years ago showing how to crochet shawls and other things. So it shows you a bit slower and a bit more detail how to do these UK trebles. But I'll try and go slower on the second ear. So I want to do 4 chains. So you get your hook and you go around and you pick up that yarn and you pull it through, and you go around again and you pull it through 4 times. That's 3. And you can pause the video anytime, and you can mute me if you don't like me talking. So then pick up your yarn like that and go right down to this very first stitch, and I use the point on the hook to poke it in. And it's a bit fiddly because there's not much to hold on to. And you grab that yarn again and you pull it through that stitch you went through. Grab your yarn again and go through 2. And grab your yarn and go through the last 2. So that chain there at the beginning, that's made 2 trebles. So I want to do 2 more. So yarn over again, go back through that same first chain, pull that yarn through again, yarn over and pull it through 2, and yarn over and pull it through the last 2. Do 1 more, yarn over, go through that same very first stitch, pull your yarn through, pull your yarn through the 2, and pull the yarn through the 2. And then I'm going to have a nice long piece and cut it, and I'll go through once more, pull it right through to make a knot to hold it. Make sure it's nice and tight. And so there's my little ear. And so we're going to have a go at sewing one of these on. So we're going to put it, whoops, up the top but near the front. So I've got my little needle. It's going to be a bit tricky trying to sew it on. I'll try and let you see what I'm doing. Just choose where you want it to go. Actually, I might start this side. It might be a little bit easier. Start with that piece that's coming out the bottom. You just find your own way to do things. A bit cack-handed, so I'm going to go in about, excuse me, going to go in about there. So now I'll thread it up because it came out. So we had a lovely little trip down to the beach before. Not in the right place. Okay, try that again. And it doesn't matter if you don't get it right the first time, just undo it and have another go. That looks a bit better. I'm always doing things a second time or a third time. So there you go, I've pulled that middle bit through and it's holding it now, and then I'll just pick up a little bit of the ear and a little bit of the head, thread my needle. That's better, makes it easier when you get more done. So yes, sorry if you think I'm talking too much. Some people don't mind. They love me chatting and other people hate it. I have a problem with people with videos where they talk really fast. Very fast. So I have a problem with that. My brain can't keep up. So we're all different, aren't we? So I'm just trying to enjoy my channel, enjoy myself. And so sorry if I'm upsetting some people. But you can't please everybody, I've learnt. So there you go. I've got 2 ends there, so I'm just going to make a bit of a knot by going back through again. Holly didn't really enjoy her walk today. So just knot it the best you can when it's short. And then I'm going to poke it down anywhere I like, and it's all come apart. Pull it right through. It's not coming through because it's just stuck a little bit. There you go. And then snip that off. And I'll do the same here. Try and make a little bit of a knot. Pull that piece through and just put that there. And then I'll go back through just somewhere to pull this through so I can hide it. There you go. Nice little ear. So I'm going to sew the second one on, and then I'll come back and we'll finish a bit more, and then you'll see who it's going to be. So to finish off our little mystery Izzy doll, you need some red yarn for the mouth, or whatever you want to do for the mouth, and you need some black, just a little bit of black, and this is where the mystery gets solved about who it is. So this is what I'm going to do in the ears. Thread your black through the middle of the ear a few times. Just till it's thick enough to see. So my yarn's quite thick, so I've done that twice. I'll just look and see what it looks like 3 times. If I don't like it, I can pull it out again. Oh no, that's fine. 3 times. Okay, there you go. And then I'll get rid of this yarn. I'll push it down into his head, making sure you can't see it at the back or the front. Try and go in between the stitches to hide it. Easier said than done. You've probably guessed who it is by now that I'm doing this. It's getting stuck today for some reason. Come on, come right through. There you go. Can't see at the back or the front. I'll just snip that off so you can't see it. And I'll thread this, make it a bit shorter. Thread this piece away. Give it a bit more of a loop, it might pull through. There you go. You're going to guess who it is. And I'm going to do the same on the other ear. I saw a picture of one and I thought, oh, I can have a go. I can have a go at doing that. So your yarn might be thicker and you might only need to go through 2 times, or you might want to go through 3 times. If it's thinner yarn. Can you work out who it is? Is that showing up? I have to stand up. Is that showing up? It's sort of showing up. So there's some little black eyeballs sitting up in there. So I'm going to finish threading that through, and then I'm going to make myself a red mouth. I'd like to do a big red mouth like Pooh Bear, or I might do a little short mouth. I'm not sure. And then you'll see what he looks like. And I'm not sure if I'll do her. It's meant to be a girl. A little lemon scarf. So I'll show you what she looks like when I finished. Well, there you are. She's all finished, and I struggled with doing a great big smile, and then I thought, no, I'll do a funny, cute little half smile there. So I'm happy. So there you go. So I'm going to do a scarf. So you might be interested in watching how I do the scarf in the next video. Otherwise, you don't need to watch that one if you already know how to make the scarf. But there you go. You've guessed they're not ears, they're eyes. And it's a little frog. So some of you were correct. Not a lizard, but a little frog. So I don't know if you can see the black eyes there. So isn't she cute? I can't call her Freddy Frog. I'll have to think of a name. You need a name. So you can help me with a name. That'll be good. So I'm going to do the scarf the same colour as my jersey, and I've used 4mm needles. So millimetres are not US size needles, and they're not UK size needles. They're a whole different size. I thought there was only millimetres in UK. I didn't know there was a different size for US. So just use whatever needles match your yarn. The smaller you go in the needle, the smaller your doll will be, and the bigger needles you use, the bigger your doll will be. So there you go. Cute little thing all finished there. I'm really pleased. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. Bye.